See what we got going on today. Looks like already on the 4 hour we have a pretty big inverse gap here. We never swept below any liquidity down there on the 4 hours, so with this gap, if we don't close above it, I can see us going for more shorts. But if we do confidently close above this gap and never kind of retest it, then it's gonna be longs. Looks like we did inverse something over here as well, but then we completely disrespected it, so that's a pretty good sign that we're gonna keep going up. Right now I'm just looking for anything to tell me continuation, meaning if it closes above this 4 hour inverse gap, then we can keep going higher. If it respects this gap and starts breaking below it again, then I think we're gonna keep going for shorts, because we never swept any liquidity anyway, so we're technically still in a bearish market right now. And you know what? It looks like we swept through Asian highs on London session, and we start making that move down. If New York closes confidently below this point, then I think it's a pretty surefire way, or a pretty surefire tell that we're going to keep dropping today. Because London tried to make a high, but it never broke above this point. My bias going into this is definitely going to be bearish, because we have this 4 hour inverse gap here, and then we have London session that took out Asia session highs and never broke above this inverse gap, meaning price never thought it was going to go above here. And now I feel like New York is going to open all the way down. So my entry would be, honestly, if we can close below, I know it looks a little messy, but if we can close below any one of these points here and then into this fair value gap, I'll go right away. Yeah, NASDAQ has a similar situation, it looks like, right off the bat. This 4 hour inverse, honestly, this whole thing is kind of inversed from all the way up there. But let's just use this one candle. So price decided to bounce into it and respect it even harder on NASDAQ here. If anything, now I'm ultra confident that we're going to go down, because NASDAQ swept out Asian lows in the London session and it never broke above this point here. So I made lower highs and lower lows pretty much right off the bat. And also it looks like there's a divergence between these two indexes, because remember, ES took out Asia highs where in London session, where London did not do it. Yeah, right here. So 230. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, so I'm pretty bearish for today. You know, MES took out this high from previous session and broke structure downwards, where NASDAQ definitely did not take out that high, and it's already breaking down. So if we don't target these on NASDAQ, it's surefire fucking shot of going down. We could target this point, doesn't really matter, or this point all the way down yonder. So I'm only going to be looking for shorts today. I established my bias, I'm gonna stick to it. Don't care what the fuck the chart gives me, I'm not going for anything long. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'll skip a third day in a row, I don't mind. Looks like we already respected this gap. NASDAQ, did it have this gap or no? NASDAQ did not really respect that gap. NASDAQ is gonna respect this gap, break structure downwards, I'll enter for a short. Not NASDAQ, ES, I'll go right away. Something small, probably targeting like this point. Looks like we already respected this fucking fair value gap again. So potentially could go for something from this point. Wow. That was just the most unfortunate fucking entry I think I've ever seen in my life. I'm just gonna wait for this fill. Damn, bro, really? This gap got respected 2 fucking times and it's gonna rip right through? Wow, dude, that's... I mean, this gap got respected, but I'm so close to the fucking stop. Yeah. We respected this gap 17 fucking times. This shit's moving so fucking dumb around this area, man. It keeps respecting it, but it's so fucking stupid. Let's see if I can find anything else around 950 when this fucking volatility starts to calm down a little bit, because we're still technically in a downtrend. We never really swept anything. 5 minute broke up, but it doesn't mean anything. If this is still down, 15 is down, everything else is down. I'm down, I think 260, 270 today, but I mean, I'm right about the bias. 30 minute is still in a downtrend as well. It looks like we are respecting this gap though, unfortunately, on the 30 minute. Albeit it is kind of on me, because we never really fucking swept anything. I mean, we had this swept through London, and I was just hoping for a continuation, but continuation was not there. And even so, look at this move up without any fucking sweep. This never got swept out. Like, recently price does whatever the fuck it wants to do. Look at this bullshit, bro. Like, what the fuck are you supposed to play off of this? Can't even go anything long because bias is definitely bearish, and then this never got swept out. We're just making a fucking move up with literally nothing. And look how much lower Nasdaq is too. Nasdaq is like miles below. At this point, I'm just gonna wait to see if Nasdaq comes up because that means ES is leading index. If not, we'll wait to see what happens after ES breaks this. Nasdaq had a little bit of a liquidity sweep right here, but it's funny because the one that does fucking sweep something doesn't make a move up, and the one that doesn't is all the way up to the fucking space. Okay, so Nasdaq is the leader, which even makes me more frustrated because this fucking big ass move should have kept going down, but I never did. If this gets respected, I'll go on for one more short because it's so clearly fucking bearish. Sweeps this, double tops it, and then fucking it's all the way down in Egypt right now. Hopefully we can bounce into this, respect it. I'll go for a short with stop loss being right above this gap. Now price is just fucking moving down to Tarzan land. Like, look at this shit, man. The shit just went down 25 points for what? Now, was I just gonna attack to sweep this out and come back up or what? Because I don't think I'm gonna fucking play anymore today, honestly. Bias was right. Had the bias right, but the entry was fucking terrible apparently. I mean, overall, I was definitely right about the bias, so I'm not gonna look at this as too much of a big loss. Yeah, the account's down another like fucking $300, but just go reassess what happened, and I'm done for the day because this move is gone towards the 30 points. It's not gonna come back up, or it's not gonna keep going lower. I don't think. If anything, it's gonna try to reverse one of these points, so it's just not worth it anymore. I'm already down 300 for the day, so fuck it. I am out of here.